Imagine, just for a moment, that we are stepping softly into a world far away, yet alive with a gentle rhythm that feels timeless. A land of golden sands and a winding river stretching lazily across the earth, reflecting the morning sun in soft, sparkling glimmers. This is ancient Egypt, a place where life flowed slowly, carefully, and purposefully, where every sunrise brought a quiet beginning and every sunset closed the day with calm reflection. Tonight, let us walk together through this world, not rushing, but taking in every gentle moment as if we were drifting alongside the people themselves. Imagine the soft rustle of palm leaves in a mild breeze, the distant clucking of chickens, and the occasional splash of water as the Nile flows steadily, unchanging yet alive. Let us begin our journey in the morning, where the day slowly unfolds. As the first light brushes the horizon, the village awakens. Tiny homes made of mud bricks sit clustered along narrow paths, their flat roofs catching the first warmth of the sun. Smoke rises gently from small hearths, carrying the aroma of bread baking in clay ovens, filling the air with a soft, familiar scent. Families stir quietly. Mothers rise first, stretching their arms and preparing the day. Their children wake slowly, rubbing their eyes, yawning, and sitting up to watch the world come alive outside their doors. Fathers and older brothers step into the warmth of the morning, sandals brushing against the packed earth as they prepare for the work of the day. There is no rush here, only a soft unfolding, like a flower opening with care. Imagine walking beside a mother as she fills her water jug from the Nile. The water is cool and clear, shimmering in the light. She balances the jug carefully on her head and begins her slow walk back home, her steps measured, each one steady and calm. Along the way, other villagers move quietly through the morning, tending to small tasks, exchanging soft greetings, and allowing the gentle pace of life to guide them. The sounds are muted, soothing, the soft chatter of neighbors, the gentle clatter of cooking tools, and the occasional distant cry of a child playing near the riverbank. This is life in its most ordinary yet most beautiful form. Every small task carries meaning, and every movement flows naturally into the next. When the time comes for breakfast, the family gathers on mats near the hearth. Bread, freshly baked, warm and soft, is shared. Sometimes it is sweetened lightly with honey or dates. Lentils, onions, and leeks are arranged simply, providing nourishment without hurry. Fish from the Nile may be roasted slowly over gentle flames, filling the air with a comforting aroma. Children sit quietly, nibbling carefully while parents prepare the rest of the meal. Conversation is calm, soft, and rhythmic, as if the words themselves are part of the morning's gentle music. There is no sense of urgency, only the steady, satisfying rhythm of the day beginning. Every bite, every sip is savored. Imagine yourself taking a moment here, watching the steam rise from the food, feeling the warmth of the sun as it climbs higher. After breakfast, the work of the day begins, and each person has a role. Farmers walk slowly toward the fields, carrying simple tools. The rich, dark soil along the Nile is full of life, and careful hands tend to rows of crops, planting seeds, watering plants, and harvesting fruit and vegetables as the sun rises steadily, unchanging yet alive. Artisans remain in the village, shaping clay into pots, weaving linen threads into cloth, carving wood into furniture, and crafting simple but elegant tools. Their hands move with quiet skill, the motions repetitive and soothing, creating things of both use and beauty. Even the smallest tasks seem peaceful, part of a rhythm that has lasted for generations. Imagine standing nearby, feeling the warmth on your skin, listening to the tapping of tools and the soft, muted chatter as each person goes about their day. Children play gently along the riverbanks, tossing small clay toys into the sand or watching the ducks drift lazily along the water. Some trace patterns in the soft mud, learning shapes and letters, while others help their parents, carrying small bundles or observing the work of artisans. Even play is calm and purposeful, blending naturally with life's daily rhythm. Little voices echo softly in the air, laughter quiet and gentle, mixing with the soft breeze and the murmur of the river. Imagine a small girl carefully tracing symbols in the sand, her fingers leaving delicate lines, while her brother watches, content and calm. This is childhood in ancient Egypt, steady, patient, connected to the world around it.
As the sun climbs higher, the villagers dress lightly for comfort. Linen tunics and simple dresses sway gently in the breeze. Sandals protect their feet from the warmth of the earth, their soft sounds mixing with the quiet footsteps of others nearby. Jewelry is delicate and understated. Beads, small charms, and polished stones that catch the light softly. Every garment and adornment feels natural and easy, chosen for comfort as much as for beauty. Imagine running your fingers along the smooth linen, feeling the soft folds and noticing the gentle glint of a bead in the sunlight. Life is slow, purposeful, and harmonious. Pause for a moment now and imagine sitting quietly on a shaded riverbank. Feel the warm sunlight filtered through the date palms, casting soft, moving patterns across the ground. The river flows steadily, carrying life and time alike. The village is calm, alive in small, ordinary ways. You have glimpsed the morning and early afternoon, the soft waking of families, the gentle work of farmers and artisans, the quiet play of children, and the light touch of clothing against the skin. All of this is ordinary, yet extraordinary in its continuity and peace. Let these images rest in your mind as the day moves slowly forward, and as we prepare to explore the homes, the religion, and the evening rituals of ancient Egypt in the next gentle steps of our journey. As the sun moves gently across the sky, imagine the villagers taking a moment to pause from their work. Life in ancient Egypt has a quiet rhythm, and every family's home is a center of calm and comfort, even amid the busy day. Let us walk slowly toward a typical home, a place of clay bricks and flat roofs, where the walls are warm from the sunlight and the interior feels safe and soft. The rooms are simple, yet thoughtfully arranged. Beds are low platforms with woven mats, and small tables hold clay bowls and jars. The air carries the faint aroma of herbs used in cooking, and sometimes the faint sweetness of incense burning lightly to keep the space fragrant and clean. Imagine stepping inside and feeling the gentle warmth of the room, the soft murmur of conversation, and the faint sounds of life outside, the river, the children playing, and the soft rustling of palm leaves. Family life is central here, and the bonds are gentle but strong. Parents move slowly among their children, guiding them with calm hands and soft voices. Meals are shared together, sometimes sitting on mats on the floor, sometimes near low benches, depending on the home. Children learn the daily routines naturally, helping with small chores, carrying water, tidying the home, and observing the adults as they work. Older children often teach the younger ones, passing on knowledge in quiet, patient ways. Imagine a mother showing her daughter how to weave a small mat from reeds, her hands steady and careful, the girl's fingers following slowly, learning with calm curiosity. Life is full of these small, gentle lessons, repeated day after day. Religion and the rhythms of the gods are woven deeply into everyday life. Imagine villagers pausing to honor the sun, offering a small prayer as it rises high above the Nile. Temples, even in distant towns, are places of soft light and quiet reverence. Priests move slowly through halls lined with statues, their robes brushing softly against the stone floors. Offerings of bread, fruit, and fragrant oils are left for the gods, symbols of gratitude and hope. The people believe the gods guide the Nile, the crops, and even the gentle passing of time. Children watch quietly, absorbing the calm, respectful routines, and often join in with small gestures of prayer, feeling connected to something much larger than themselves. Imagine walking among them, sensing the peace that comes from these repeated, careful acts, the soft murmurs blending with the breeze and the distant water. Festivals bring a subtle change to the rhythm of village life, though they are never loud or overwhelming. Imagine small celebrations held with slow, deliberate joy. A river festival where boats drift gently along the water, adorned with flowers and soft fabrics, carrying offerings and candles. People gather quietly along the banks, singing soft songs and playing gentle instruments like flutes and small drums. The colors are calm, soft blues, muted golds, gentle greens, reflecting the beauty of the natural world around them. Families prepare special foods, sweet dates, honey, and lightly roasted nuts. The air feels alive, yet calm, and the community moves together slowly, enjoying the soft patterns of tradition and the comfort of familiar rituals.
As evening approaches, imagine the village returning to a quieter pace. Work in the fields and workshops slows and eventually stops. Families gather near their homes, sharing small stories, passing along memories, and speaking in hushed tones. Meals are prepared carefully, often with a simple stew of lentils or vegetables, bread, and occasionally fish from the Nile. The aroma drifts through the warm air, blending with the gentle sounds of the river and the whisper of the evening breeze. Children finish small chores and then sit quietly, perhaps tracing shapes in the sand, or listening to their parents tell soft, simple stories of the gods, the stars, or their ancestors. The stories are never rushed. Every word is calm, deliberate, and soothing. Nighttime brings a gentle conclusion to the day. The sky above the Nile darkens slowly, revealing countless stars reflected in the water. Imagine villagers lighting small oil lamps, their flames flickering softly in the cool night air. Families gather in their homes, some sitting on mats, others resting on low platforms, sharing quiet laughter or simply enjoying the calm together. Pets, like cats, curl up quietly near their owners, sensing the stillness of the night. Even the river seems to move more slowly, carrying life gently toward the horizon. The sounds of the village are soft now, the faint clatter of a pot, the gentle footsteps of someone walking home, the occasional call of a distant bird settling for the night. As you imagine this, feel the deep calm of daily life in ancient Egypt. The day has passed in gentle rhythms: work, learning, meals, rituals, and quiet celebration. Every moment, from the sunrise to the starry night, carries purpose and peace. Let your mind settle into this calm, imagining the soft glow of lamps, the warmth of a family home, and the steady, soothing flow of the river. Life here is simple, harmonious, and enduring. Even as we move forward in our journey, remember the stillness and gentle beauty of these daily moments and allow them to guide you into a quiet, reflective state. As night settles softly over the village, imagine the last traces of sunlight fading from the sky.
The Nile reflects the deepening blues and gentle purples, carrying the day slowly toward rest. Yet even as darkness approaches, life in ancient Egypt continues with quiet joys, soft sounds, and gentle activity. Let us take a slow walk through these evening moments where calm and creativity meet in subtle ways, and the people of this ancient land find comfort in art, music, and simple pleasures. In the homes, imagine families gathering together in soft lamplight. Women sometimes weave small pieces of linen, their hands moving rhythmically over the fibers. The gentle friction of threads and the soft tap of wooden spindles create a soothing background, a quiet music of work that is as calm as it is purposeful. Men may carve small pieces of wood or clay, shaping them carefully into tools, simple toys, or decorative objects. Every movement is deliberate, slow, and unhurried, a reflection of the patience and care that fills every day. Watching these hands at work is like watching water flow gently, steady, continuous, and calming. Music and soft melodies also form a gentle part of evening life. Imagine a small flute played near the riverbank, its notes floating slowly through the cool night air. Occasionally, a soft drum joins, steady and rhythmic, creating a comforting pattern that lulls the listener into calm reflection. Children sometimes join in, clapping lightly or tapping small sticks, learning the basic rhythms that their parents have taught them. Music here is never loud or hurried. It is slow, meditative, and part of the natural rhythm of life. The soft melodies mix with the distant water, the rustling palms, and the faint sounds of animals settling in for the night, creating a serene, immersive calm. Entertainment in the evening is subtle and gentle. Families might tell soft stories of gods, kings, and everyday heroes passed down through generations. Imagine a father sitting near the hearth, speaking slowly, every word measured, painting pictures in the listeners' minds of distant temples, golden sands, and the mighty Nile. Children listen quietly, eyes wide with gentle wonder, imagining themselves in the scenes described, floating along the river in tiny reed boats, or watching the slow, grand processions of temple ceremonies. The stories are not rushed. Each pause allows the imagination to drift, each detail unfolding gently like a calm river current. Even games are simple and quiet, often small challenges with pebbles, clay figures, or gentle competitions of skill, providing entertainment without disturbance or urgency. Crafts and creativity are more than work. They are soft joys, meditative and satisfying. Picture women shaping small figures from clay, smoothing edges with careful fingers, or painting simple patterns on vessels. Men carve soft shapes into wood, creating objects that are both useful and beautiful. The process itself is calming, a slow ritual of repetition and care. Even children sometimes join in, pressing their small hands into soft clay, leaving marks that will dry in the sun and become keepsakes. Life here values the process more than the result, and the quiet focus of these activities adds to the overall sense of peace.
Evening also brings gentle social connection. Neighbors might walk slowly along the narrow paths, greeting each other with soft words, exchanging news in calm tones. Small visits between families are rare but cherished, often accompanied by shared tea or a sweet treat of dates and honey. Conversation is quiet, reflective, and considerate, never hurried or tense. Imagine standing on a small terrace, hearing these low, harmonious voices, feeling the cool night breeze, and watching the river reflect the moonlight. The soft interactions create a sense of community that is comforting,
steady and warm. As the night grows deeper, the village slowly prepares for sleep. Lamps are dimmed, fires burn low, and the last chores are completed. Children are guided gently to bed, tucked into mats or low wooden beds, blankets pulled carefully over their small frames. Parents may sit for a moment longer, sharing a final quiet conversation, reflecting on the day, or simply listening to the stillness of the night. Cats curl softly at their feet, and small animals settle into quiet corners. Outside, the river flows calmly, carrying the night with it, while the sky fills with countless stars, twinkling like distant lanterns suspended over the village. Imagine the softness of this moment, the warm stillness, and the deep calm that comes with the conclusion of a day lived slowly and fully. In this serene setting, life in ancient Egypt shows its quiet beauty. Every activity, from music to crafts, from storytelling to gentle social interaction, flows together like the Nile itself, creating a steady, relaxing rhythm. The day moves naturally from labor to leisure, from sunlight to lamplight, from movement to rest. This calm, enduring rhythm has guided families for generations, and even now, in our imagination, we can feel its soothing effects. Let the soft sounds, slow motions, and gentle sights of this world wash over you. Allow the rhythm of life here to become part of your own calm, reflective state, readying your mind for rest, relaxation, and the quiet dreams that await in the gentle night. As the night deepens, imagine the village settling into a serene quiet. The sun has long disappeared behind the horizon, leaving behind the soft glow of moonlight reflecting on the Nile. The river moves slowly, carrying the world gently forward, and a sense of calm fills every home and path. Even as people prepare for rest, life continues with soft rituals and gentle routines that soothe the body, mind, and spirit. Nighttime in ancient Egypt begins with small, thoughtful rituals. Families often gather in the glow of dim oil lamps or small fires, their flickering light casting long, dancing shadows on the walls. These soft lights illuminate the care with which they go about their evening routines. Imagine a woman carefully washing her hands and face with cool water from the Nile, feeling the gentle refreshment as it soothes the warmth of the day. Men may perform similar washes, dipping their hands and face in small bowls of water, then patting themselves dry with soft linen cloths. The motions are slow, deliberate, and relaxing, turning ordinary personal care into a calming, almost meditative experience. Children are guided gently through bedtime routines. Parents might brush the hair of their little ones, combing through the strands slowly, removing tangles with patient fingers. The sound of soft words and quiet humming accompanies each gentle touch. Little ones often whisper soft questions or stories about the day, and parents respond with calm, reassuring tones. This moment is quiet, intimate, and soothing, a small ritual that prepares the mind and body for sleep. Imagine leaning back for a moment, watching a small child's eyes grow heavy under the calm presence of their parent, and sensing the peace that fills the room. Storytelling at night is one of the most cherished parts of ancient Egyptian life. Imagine a family sitting together, the children nestled on mats and cushions, the parents speaking in slow, measured tones. The stories are of gods and goddesses, of creation, of the Nile and the stars above. Each story unfolds gently, with pauses that allow the listener to imagine, to reflect, to drift. Perhaps a tale describes the sun god, Ra, moving slowly across the sky, or the goddess Isis weaving the threads of life. Even simple tales of village life are told with care, highlighting the small joys, quiet challenges, and gentle lessons of the day. These stories are never hurried. They are soft, reflective, and meant to leave a lingering sense of calm.
Under the stars, the Nile reflects their gentle sparkle. Families may step outside for a final moment, breathing in the cool night air, listening to the distant murmur of water and the occasional soft call of a bird settling for the night. The sky above stretches endlessly, deep and comforting, offering a sense of the vast, enduring world. Imagine walking slowly along a small path beside the river, feeling the earth cool beneath your feet, hearing the faint rustle of palm leaves, and sensing the deep calm of night in every sound and shadow. Even the simplest tasks, like returning a water jug to the corner of the home or checking that animals are settled, are done with quiet care, each movement intentional and slow. Preparation for sleep is both practical and soothing. Mats and low beds are arranged carefully, blankets spread with gentle precision. Cats and small animals settle near their owners, curling into soft shapes, their warmth adding to the comfort of the room. Lamps burn low, casting long, soft shadows, while the last words of the day are spoken in calm tones. Perhaps a parent whispers a gentle blessing or a soft wish for dreams filled with peace and gentle adventures. Imagine closing your eyes for a moment, feeling the warm, protective atmosphere of the home, the faint scent of herbs or incense, and the slow, rhythmic sounds of a village at rest. Even the mind is invited to rest through reflection. As the villagers lie quietly, thoughts of the day pass gently, unhurried, like leaves drifting slowly down the Nile. They recall the warmth of the sun, the rhythm of work in the fields, the soft laughter of children, the songs of the river, and the comforting presence of family. These reflections bring a sense of fulfillment and peace. Imagine allowing your own thoughts to drift in the same calm way, focusing on the small, beautiful details of life, feeling the steady pulse of the day and the soft promise of the night. Outside, the river continues to flow, the stars above shimmer softly, and the village breathes with gentle serenity. Every movement, from the distant animal settling to the faint sway of a palm tree, contributes to the sense of enduring calm. Ancient Egypt at night is not silent, but alive with gentle rhythms that invite relaxation, reflection, and rest. Imagine yourself lying comfortably, letting the soft world around you fill your senses, carrying you slowly toward a deep, restful sleep. As we drift into the night with the people of ancient Egypt, remember the calm patience of their routines, the gentle care of family, the quiet joy of work and creativity, and the soothing comfort of ritual and reflection. Let the soft sounds, the warm lamplight, the gentle river, and the twinkling stars guide your mind into calmness, peace, and rest. The day has passed fully and quietly, and now, in the embrace of night, all is still, safe, and serene. As the night drifts gently over the Nile, imagine the world resting in soft moonlight, the water moving slowly and steadily, carrying the calm rhythm of life onward. Ancient Egypt was a land shaped not just by the sun and the river, but also by the changing seasons. Life moved according to natural patterns, and the people had learned to flow with the rhythm of time, taking each day and each season with quiet patience.
Let us imagine softly how the slow passage of time guided work, rest, and celebration in this ancient land. The year was divided by the rising and falling of the Nile, the floodwaters bringing life and nourishment to the land. During the inundation, when the river swelled and spilled over its banks, the fields lay submerged in warm, rich water. Imagine the villagers watching quietly from the safety of their homes, noting the gentle spread of the flood and knowing that soon the fertile mud would bring crops to life. There is a deep calm in this process, a sense of trust in the cycles of nature, and a quiet excitement for the season to come. Men and boys would repair tools and prepare for planting, while women stored seeds, tended to domestic tasks, and prepared homes for the changing rhythm of life. Every movement, slow and deliberate, felt connected to the natural world. When the floodwaters receded, the work of planting began. Imagine families moving to the fields together, carrying bundles of seeds, soft soil clinging gently to their fingers. Men guided the plowing, animals pulling heavy wooden plows slowly across the land. Women and children planted seeds in neat rows, pressing them carefully into the rich mud. The sun warmed their backs, and the steady rhythm of planting created a sense of harmony. Even in work, there is peace, the satisfaction of seeing life begin, of knowing that patience and care will bring growth. Imagine walking among the rows of young plants, feeling the gentle breeze and noticing the soft murmur of conversation as tasks proceed at a calm pace.
As the crops grew, village life continued with quiet routines. Families repaired homes, crafted new tools, and maintained the simple comforts of daily life. Imagine women weaving cloth or spinning linen, their hands moving slowly in repetitive, soothing motions. Men carved wood or molded clay into pots and vessels. Children practiced writing on pieces of soft clay or papyrus, learning symbols slowly, absorbing knowledge at a gentle pace. Even play was calm, often quiet games near the riverbank or small challenges with pebbles and sticks. Life flowed gently, like the water of the Nile itself, steady and continuous. Festivals marked the seasons with gentle celebration. Imagine the soft joy of a harvest festival when families would gather near the river to offer thanks to the gods for the crops. Boats drifted slowly along the water, decorated with soft fabrics, flowers, and small lamps that flickered in the evening light. Music filled the air in calm, measured rhythms. Flutes, small drums, and lyres played softly, blending with the sounds of nature. Children joined in quietly, clapping hands or tapping small instruments, learning the patterns and traditions without hurry. The atmosphere was never loud or chaotic. It was a slow, shared joy, a reflection of gratitude and harmony with the world. Evenings during seasonal transitions brought moments of reflection. Imagine villagers sitting outside under the stars, the cool air carrying the faint fragrance of river plants and herbs. Conversations were soft, often about the day, the weather, or small stories of local events. People reflected on the passage of time, the steady growth of crops, and the slow unfolding of life in the village. Each day, each season offered lessons in patience, attentiveness, and calm. Life was structured around natural cycles, and there was comfort in knowing that the same rhythms would continue, year after year, generation after generation. Night fell slowly, and the village grew still. Lamps flickered, shadows lengthened, and the quiet sounds of the river and the wind in the palms became the evening's lullaby. Families prepared for sleep with soft routines, washing, simple meals, gentle storytelling, and reflection. Even the smallest tasks were done with care, every movement deliberate and soothing. Imagine the village bathed in moonlight, the river glinting gently, the homes quiet and warm. Cats curl up on mats, children lie under blankets, and adults close their eyes, breathing slowly, letting the calm rhythm of life guide them into rest. The passage of seasons, the flow of the river, and the gentle work of each day all come together to create a world of peace, continuity, and enduring calm. In this calm, imagine yourself carried along with the steady rhythms of ancient Egypt. From the rising of the Nile to the planting of seeds, from the quiet crafting of daily objects to the gentle celebrations of festivals, every moment is connected, harmonious, and soothing. The village breathes as one, life moves like the flowing river, and the night holds a soft promise of rest, reflection, and renewal. Let this steady, calming rhythm settle over your mind, your thoughts drifting gently, as we continue to explore the simple, enduring, and peaceful ways of life in this remarkable land. As the night settles quietly over the Nile, imagine the soft glow of moonlight reflecting on the water, illuminating the gentle curves of the village and the quiet slopes of the surrounding land. Life in ancient Egypt moved with patience and care, each day and night carrying its own rhythm, each task, ritual, or gathering unfolding slowly, purposefully, and with gentle thought. Let us wander softly through the next moments of daily life, seeing how work, devotion, and community intertwined in a calm, measured way. Religion was deeply woven into the fabric of every household, every field, and every street. Imagine a small family shrine tucked into a corner of a home, simple but sacred. A mother might place a small offering of bread or fruit on a clay dish, lighting a faint wisp of incense. She speaks softly, words of thanks for the day, for the food, for the protection of the gods. Fathers may join with a slow bow or a gentle nod, eyes closed for a moment in calm reflection. Children watch quietly, learning not only the rituals themselves, but also the peace and respect that come with careful, deliberate devotion. Even outside the home, small altars or statues stand along paths, reminding passers-by to pause, reflect, and offer a quiet thought of gratitude. Imagine walking slowly along such a path, sensing the calm energy of devotion, feeling the harmony of the village connected to the unseen, steady presence of the gods.
Artisan work was another source of calm, quiet purpose. Imagine the soft rhythm of a potter's hands molding clay on a low wheel, the moist earth shaping slowly under steady fingers. The wheel turns steadily, creating gentle, repetitive motion that is both soothing to the hands and satisfying to the mind. Nearby, a woodworker carves slowly, listening to the faint echo of tapping chisels against soft wood, each movement deliberate and precise. Linen is spun into soft threads by women, the fibers twisting smoothly as they move over wooden spindles. Even small decorative work, painting symbols or polishing stones, is done with patience, the motions almost meditative. Imagine the warm sunlight or the gentle lamplight falling over these artisans, their quiet focus creating a comforting sense of purpose, their work both beautiful and functional, blending seamlessly into the rhythm of the village. Social gatherings were subtle, calm, and reflective. Imagine families or neighbors meeting quietly near the river in the late afternoon or early evening.
Soft conversation fills the air, gentle laughter rising and fading, blending with the sounds of water and wind. Sometimes music accompanies these moments, a soft drum, a distant flute, the occasional plucked string of a lyre. Children play near their parents, small games that are slow and deliberate, their giggles gentle and rhythmic. Even communal tasks, such as preparing for a festival or sharing tools, are carried out with patience, each step unhurried and considered. There is a deep satisfaction in being part of a small, attentive community, in knowing that every small action contributes to harmony and order. City life in larger settlements along the Nile moved with slightly more bustle, but still within a calm, measured pace. Imagine streets of mud brick homes and workshops, the air carrying the soft scents of baked bread, herbs, and fresh river wire. Traders walk slowly with small bundles of goods, calling softly to those nearby, exchanging items in quiet tones. Children carry messages or help their parents, learning through gentle repetition the ways of commerce and daily life. Even the marketplaces, though busy, maintain a gentle rhythm. Haggling is quiet, movements are deliberate, and everyone senses the steady flow of the day. Imagine walking through such a street, noticing the small details, the soft creak of doors, the faint splash of water, the gentle laughter of children, and feeling the calm, living heartbeat of the city. Evening comes softly to both village and city. Lamps are lit, fires glow low, and the last tasks of the day are completed with care. People pause to reflect on the work they have done, to appreciate the simple blessings of food, water, and community, and to rest in the quiet presence of family. Storytelling continues, often recounting deeds of gods, the wisdom of ancestors, or the small lessons of everyday life. Imagine lying back on a mat, hearing the faint voice of a storyteller, the subtle movement of fabric as others adjust their seating, and the soft sounds of night around you, the distant river, the faint rustle of leaves, the occasional call of a night bird. Each sound, each movement becomes part of a gentle lullaby that carries the village and you into rest, reflection, and the slow comfort of night. Imagine waking once more to the gentle light of morning along the Nile. The river glistens like liquid gold, reflecting the soft hues of sunrise, and the air carries the faint, soothing scent of water and earth. Life here moves with the slow, steady rhythm of the Nile itself. The Nile is more than a body of water. It is the heartbeat of the land, carrying nourishment, life, and calm along its gentle course. Imagine standing at the riverbank, feeling the soft warmth of the sun on your skin, listening to the low, peaceful murmur of flowing water, and noticing the small movements of birds and reeds in the breeze.
Fishing is one of the quiet, important routines along the Nile. Villagers rise early, carrying small nets or simple fishing lines, and step carefully into the shallow waters. The river is calm, its surface like glass in the morning light. They cast their nets slowly, patiently, allowing the gentle current to help them gather fish for the day. Every motion is deliberate. The stretching of a net, the soft pull of water, the careful placement of baskets to hold the catch. Even children learn this practice, walking alongside adults, dipping small hands into the water, and learning the quiet patience it requires. Imagine the gentle splash of a fish breaking the surface, the soft tug of a line, and the slow, satisfying rhythm of this age-old task. Boats glide quietly along the river, carrying people, goods, and sometimes the soft songs of travelers. Some boats are small and simple, used by families or individual fishermen, their sails or reeds catching the wind softly. Others are larger, carrying produce or crafted goods to nearby towns. The movement of these boats is slow, almost meditative, a steady journey guided by both wind and current. Imagine drifting alongside one of these boats, feeling the cool river breeze on your face, hearing the gentle slap of water against the hull, and noticing the calm concentration of the people on board. There is a sense of harmony, a feeling that every movement, every action fits into the larger rhythm of life. Trade along the Nile is quiet, purposeful, and calm. Villagers and townspeople exchange goods slowly, carefully balancing the needs of their homes with the opportunities of passing travelers. A basket of fresh dates may be exchanged for fish, or a small woven mat for clay pots. Conversation is soft, respectful, and deliberate. The rhythm of the marketplace is gentle, with the faint sounds of barter blending with the water's murmur and the calls of birds. Even larger cities along the river maintain a slow, deliberate pace, where each transaction and movement contributes to the steady flow of life rather than rushing toward chaos. Imagine walking among these traders, noticing the care in every gesture, the calm in every exchange, and the subtle sense of community that comes from cooperation and trust. Leisure along the Nile is quiet and restorative. Imagine families gathering under the shade of date palms or sitting near small gardens along the riverbank. Children may play quietly with clay toys or simple games, while adults relax on mats or low benches, observing the water and the soft movements of life around them. Music and soft storytelling accompany these moments, with gentle flutes, quiet drums, or soft humming blending into the sounds of wind and water. Even simple walks along the river, feeling the cool air and watching the reflections of sunlight or moonlight on the waves, bring calm and reflection. Life is never hurried here. Every gesture and moment is appreciated slowly, deeply, and with gentle attention. As the sun begins to sink, the village and riverbanks move toward evening in quiet harmony. Nets are gathered, boats are secured, and families slowly return to their homes. Meals are prepared gently, with warm bread, soft vegetables, and occasionally fish from the river. The air carries the comforting aroma of cooking, blending with the faint smell of river mud and flowering reeds. Children finish their small tasks, helping gently with preparation or tidying the home, and then settle into mats or benches for the calm of evening. The sun casts a soft golden light across the land, and the river reflects every hue, from pale pinks to deep oranges, creating a sense of warmth, safety, and reflection. Night falls, and the river continues its endless, steady flow. Families gather quietly, sharing small stories, listening to gentle music, or simply watching the calm water. Lamps burn softly, fires glow low, and the faint sounds of the night, the rustling of leaves, the croak of frogs, the distant calls of water birds, become a lullaby for all who live nearby. Imagine lying comfortably on a mat, feeling the gentle rhythm of the river, the soft coolness of night air, and the enduring calm of this ancient land. The Nile carries the day gently into night, just as it carries life steadily forward, and the village rests in harmony with its flow, ready to rise with the morning once more.
In this calm, we see the subtle beauty of life along the Nile: work, trade, fishing, travel, leisure, and reflection, all moving together in quiet harmony. The river guides every action, every thought, and every rhythm, allowing life to unfold slowly, peacefully, and with enduring calm. Imagine letting your mind drift along with this steady flow, feeling the river's gentle energy and allowing it to carry you into relaxation, reflection, and gentle rest. As the soft glow of early morning touches the Nile once again,
Imagine the quiet stirring of the village. Life begins slowly, without hurry, guided by the gentle rhythms of the river and the rising sun. The villagers move with care, each step deliberate, each gesture purposeful, as they prepare for another day of work, family, and quiet reflection. Among these routines, the world of artisans and markets offers a special rhythm, a calm, creative heartbeat that blends labor and leisure in perfect harmony. Imagine walking through a small market tucked along the riverbank, the air carrying the faint aroma of herbs, freshly baked bread, and warm clay. Stalls are modest, shaded by simple canopies or woven mats, yet they are alive with color and quiet activity. Artisans display their work with care: soft linen, clay pots, carved wooden figurines, polished beads, and small trinkets that glint gently in the sun. Each piece reflects patience and attention, made slowly, deliberately, with hands that know their craft and take pride in every curve and detail. Imagine running your fingers along the smooth clay of a freshly shaped vessel, or lifting a soft piece of linen, feeling the gentle textures, the warmth, and the subtle artistry of each object. The market is calm, yet alive with gentle energy. Villagers and travelers approach slowly, examining the goods with thoughtful attention. Exchanges are soft and deliberate: a few coins for a small figurine, a carefully balanced trade of vegetables for cloth, a polite conversation shared alongside the gentle gestures of hands. Children watch quietly, learning the careful rhythms of trade and the importance of patience, observation, and respect. The market is more than a place of commerce. It is a space for quiet community, subtle learning, and appreciation for the skill and care that goes into every object. Craftspeople work beside their stalls, demonstrating their skills to neighbors and visitors alike. A potter spins the wheel slowly, the moist clay taking shape under steady, measured hands. The soft rotation of the wheel and the gentle pressure of fingers create a calming rhythm, almost like music in motion. A weaver bends over her loom, pulling threads carefully, the soft clicking and stretching blending into the peaceful hum of the river. Carvers shape small pieces of wood with quiet tapping, polishing smooth edges and creating gentle forms that tell stories or serve everyday purposes. Each action is calm, deliberate, and meditative, reflecting a world in which labor and creativity flow together in soft, quiet harmony. Personal stories and connections emerge naturally in this calm environment. Imagine an elder recounting a memory of planting crops with his father by the Nile, sharing the patience and care required to nurture life from seed to harvest. A young mother might quietly describe the joy of watching her children learn the rhythms of work and play, her voice soft and reflective, full of gentle pride. Even the simplest exchanges, sharing a bit of bread, offering a small piece of pottery, telling a story of the river, create connections that are quiet, meaningful, and enduring. Life here moves slowly, yet every moment carries weight, significance, and calm satisfaction. As the sun begins to sink toward the horizon, the market gradually empties, and the village prepares for evening. Families gather near their homes, sharing gentle meals of bread, vegetables, and occasionally fish from the Nile. The air carries the soft, comforting sense of cooking, blending with the cool breeze drifting in from the river. Children finish small chores, tidying mats or helping with simple tasks, before settling into quiet play or listening to stories from parents. The soft laughter, whispers, and gentle movements of evening form a peaceful soundtrack to the close of the day. Night brings its reflective calm. Imagine sitting quietly on a mat near a low lamp, watching shadows dance on walls, hearing the distant water of the river, and sensing the slow, steady rhythm of life. Cats curl near their owners, and small animals settle in hidden corners, adding to the comforting stillness. The villagers pause to reflect on the day, the work completed, the stories shared, the simple joys experienced, and feel a sense of quiet fulfillment. Even the smallest details, from a perfectly shaped clay pot to a child's careful weaving of threads, contribute to this enduring sense of harmony and calm.
The river flows steadily. The stars shimmer softly overhead, and the village rests in a gentle, patient peace. Life here is measured, deliberate, and harmonious. Each day, each small task, each quiet story, and each gentle rhythm of the Nile contributes to a world that is both simple and profound, comforting and enduring. Imagine yourself wrapped in this calm, carried slowly along by the steady pulse of life, letting every sound, sight, and sensation draw you further into reflection, relaxation, and gentle rest. As dawn rises softly over the Nile once more, imagine the calm awakening of the village. The river glimmers gently in the early light, birds stir quietly, and the soft warmth of the sun begins to touch the mud brick homes. Life in ancient Egypt moves steadily with the rhythm of nature, and some days carry a special, gentle excitement. The days of religious festivals, when the community comes together in quiet, reflective celebration. Let us walk slowly through one of these days, noticing the calm beauty and the soft, enduring traditions that guide the people. Religious festivals are never hurried or loud. Instead, they unfold with measured grace and thoughtful reverence. Imagine the preparation in each home. Bread is baked carefully, small offerings of fruit and herbs are prepared, and garments are chosen with care. Children watch the adults quietly, learning the soft rituals that connect the family to the gods. As families leave their homes, carrying baskets of food and small gifts, the village itself seems to hold its breath, moving slowly along familiar paths toward temples or ceremonial spaces. Every movement is deliberate, every gesture meaningful, and even the excitement of the day carries a gentle, meditative tone. At the temple, priests and priestesses prepare the space with quiet precision. Statues are washed, altars are arranged, and incense is lit, sending thin, fragrant tendrils curling into the calm air. The temple is filled with soft light, either from the early sun streaming through high windows or from the flickering glow of oil lamps. Worshippers approach slowly, offering bread, fruit, or small figurines to honor the gods. Their voices are low, almost whispers, as they recite prayers or murmur thanks for the protection, health, and guidance that the gods provide. Imagine standing quietly among them, feeling the deep calm of devotion, sensing the patience and care woven into every gesture. Music and soft chanting accompany many of these quiet ceremonies. Imagine a small group of musicians playing flutes, lyres, and gentle drums, their notes rising slowly and falling softly. The sound is measured and peaceful, echoing off temple walls and blending with the gentle hum of conversation, the soft shuffle of sandals on stone floors, and the faint breeze carrying the scent of river reeds. Children sometimes sit nearby, observing quietly, absorbing both the melodies and the calm rituals, learning the gentle balance of reverence and participation. Every note, every movement, every small sound contributes to the steady, soothing rhythm of the day.
Family traditions also play an important role during these festivals. Imagine parents explaining the meaning of offerings to their children, pointing out symbols on walls or statues, and recounting the stories of gods and ancestors in slow, deliberate tones. A father might tell of the sun god Ra and his journey across the sky, while a mother might recall the protective power of Isis. Each story is shared gently, with pauses that allow the listener to imagine, reflect, and absorb the lessons. Even the smallest gestures, like placing a token carefully on an altar or folding a piece of cloth with care, are imbued with calm attention and meaning. Outside the temple, the village streets are alive with subtle activity. Softly decorated boats drift along the Nile, carrying small offerings or groups of quietly singing people. Children run slowly from one small game to another, their laughter gentle, mixing with the quiet river sounds. Craftspeople display small objects for celebration or gifting, their hands moving deliberately, showing care in every detail. Even simple walks along familiar paths feel special on festival days, as the soft light of the sun or moon touches the village and the river, highlighting the enduring beauty of daily life.
As evening approaches, the festival gradually moves into quiet reflection. Families return home, often carrying small gifts, fruits, or flowers from the celebrations. Meals are shared slowly, with warm bread, lentils, and fish from the Nile. Conversation is calm and reflective, recalling the day's blessings, the gentle joy of participation, and the peaceful harmony that accompanies communal celebration. Children rest beside their parents, their eyes growing heavy, their thoughts filled with gentle images of gods, riverboats, and the quiet rhythms of village life. Night settles softly over the village. Lamps flicker gently, fires glow low, and the soft murmur of water from the Nile provides a constant, comforting presence. Even the stars above seem to twinkle slowly, reflecting the measured calm of the people below. Families settle for rest, reflecting on the festival's lessons of gratitude, devotion, and harmony. Imagine lying quietly on a mat, feeling the warmth of home, the steady calm of community, and the gentle flow of life carried by the river. Every sound, movement, and ritual has its own place, creating a world that is steady, soothing, and profoundly restful. Life in ancient Egypt, even on days of celebration, is never hurried. Festivals, temple rituals, and family traditions all move with patience, purpose, and quiet attention. Each moment, from sunrise to the calm of night, reflects the enduring rhythm of the Nile and the slow, deliberate pace of daily life. Imagine letting this calm, reflective energy fill your mind, carrying you gently toward rest, reflection, and peaceful dreams. As the soft light of morning stretches over the Nile, imagine the village waking slowly, wrapped in a gentle calm. The river glistens quietly, its surface reflecting the muted golds and soft blues of the sky. Birds stir among the reeds, and a faint breeze carries the delicate fragrance of river plants and warm earth. Life begins gently, with each movement measured, each breath deliberate, as the people of ancient Egypt rise to meet the day. Personal routines are slow and mindful. Families prepare for their work and daily life with careful attention, washing faces and hands in cool Nile water, smoothing hair, and dressing in soft linen garments. Children learn these small acts of care gradually, watching parents and older siblings perform each movement with steady, deliberate patience. Even the smallest gestures, folding cloth, arranging simple meals, or sweeping the dirt floor, become calming rituals, grounding the day and connecting each person to the quiet rhythm of life.
Villagers begin small interactions with one another. Imagine neighbors greeting each other with soft smiles and calm words, exchanging gentle pleasantries or offering small items like bread or fruit. Conversation flows slowly, full of warmth and reflection rather than haste. Children help quietly, carrying small bundles or delivering messages, learning the rhythms of respectful communication and mindful action. Even the simplest acts of connection, handshakes, nods, shared laughter, carry a gentle, soothing energy, creating a world of harmony that moves steadily like the river itself. Daily work continues in soft, measured ways. Fields are tended carefully, weaving is done with attention, and tools are shaped deliberately. Every motion is unhurried, allowing the mind to remain calm and present. Imagine a farmer walking slowly along the rows of crops, examining leaves and stems with careful eyes, noticing the gentle sway of plants in the breeze. A weaver adjusts threads on a loom, the repetitive motions creating a soft rhythm that soothes the hands and mind. Even mundane tasks, carrying water, preparing clay, arranging pottery, become moments of reflection, patience, and quiet satisfaction. As the day moves gently toward evening, the village begins to slow once again. Work is completed, meals are shared, and families gather in the soft light of oil lamps or fading sunlight. Children finish small chores and play quietly with simple toys, listening to soft stories told by parents or elders. These tales are calm, reflective, and slow, filled with gentle lessons about life, the gods, and the rhythm of the natural world. The voices of storytellers blend with the distant murmur of the river, the rustle of palms, and the faint calls of animals settling for the night, creating a serene atmosphere that invites relaxation and reflection. Nighttime brings a final, quiet closure to the day. Families wash and prepare for rest, securing homes and small animals, and arranging mats or low beds for sleep. Lamps burn softly, fires glow gently, and the air cools with the gentle breath of the river. The village seems to pause, each movement calm and deliberate, each sound part of a soothing nighttime rhythm. Even the smallest gestures, a cat curling at a family member's feet, a child's soft sigh of contentment, or the careful placing of a mat, add to the sense of enduring calm and quiet satisfaction. Reflection at night is gentle and meditative. Imagine lying comfortably on a mat, feeling the warmth of home and the steady pulse of life all around. Thoughts drift slowly like leaves floating down the river, carrying images of work done, stories heard, meals shared, and the soft, enduring rhythm of family and community. Even in stillness, there is a sense of connection to the river, the land, the gods, and the people who share this slow, steady life. The calm of the evening allows both body and mind to rest, preparing everyone to rise once more with the sun, continuing the quiet cycle of ancient Egypt. As the first light of dawn glimmers softly over the Nile, imagine the village waking gently once more. The river's surface shimmers like glass, carrying reflections of the early sun and the faint silhouettes of birds drifting along the reeds. Life in ancient Egypt moves with patience, reflection, and harmony. Each day, each task, each quiet interaction contributes to a world of calm, purpose, and enduring peace. Imagine letting this rhythm settle over you, carrying your mind and body into rest, reflection, and gentle dreams as the Nile and its people continue their timeless, soothing dance through the soft embrace of day and night. The seasons shape life profoundly. Imagine the arrival of the planting season, when the Nile's floodwaters have receded, leaving the fields coated with rich, dark mud. Villagers move deliberately through the fields, pressing seeds carefully into the soft earth. Hands are steady, movements unhurried, as each seed is placed with intention, knowing that patience and care will bring nourishment in the months ahead. Families work together, adults guiding children slowly, showing them how to press gently, how to space seeds evenly, and how to notice the subtle changes in the soil and plants. There is a quiet rhythm to this work, a soft, meditative flow that mirrors the calm pulse of the river itself. Trade and exchange also move at a measured pace. Imagine a small marketplace along the Nile, filled with the quiet bustle of villagers sharing goods. A basket of dates might be exchanged for fresh fish, or a small piece of woven linen traded for a clay pot. Conversation is gentle, respectful, and unhurried. Each exchange is an opportunity for calm connection, teaching children the subtleties of patience, observation, and cooperation. Even the footsteps in the marketplace are deliberate, the soft shuffle of sandals on sand, blending with the murmur of water and the occasional distant song of a bird. Life here is calm, and every transaction is a small reflection of harmony and balance. Long-term family life is woven through these daily and seasonal patterns. Imagine grandparents sitting quietly near the hearth, sharing knowledge and gentle stories with younger generations. Mothers and fathers guide their children with soft words and patient gestures, teaching the skills of daily work, the rhythms of the river, and the values of respect, care, and thoughtfulness. Siblings move together through chores, play, and study, learning how to cooperate and notice the world around them. Even the smallest moments, folding laundry, arranging a meal, carrying water, are imbued with calm attention and lasting lessons about life, patience, and presence. Evening storytelling is a cherished tradition, bringing families together after the day's work. Imagine a mother or father recounting the slow, deliberate journeys of gods and heroes, tales of the river, and small stories of village life. Children sit quietly, their eyes wide with gentle wonder, absorbing every word, every pause, every soft inflection. These stories are never rushed. They unfold slowly, like a river meandering through the land, allowing time for reflection, imagination, and calm curiosity. Perhaps a story describes the careful planting of seeds along the Nile, or the patient weaving of linen threads, or the quiet bravery of a small child learning life's lessons. Every detail is soft, thoughtful, and designed to comfort and inspire calm reflection.
As night deepens, the village grows quieter. Lamps flicker, fires glow low, and the soft sounds of river and wind become a gentle lullaby. Families complete their routines, washing, tidying, arranging mats for sleep, and pause for a moment of quiet reflection. Perhaps a parent whispers a blessing or a soft wish for a restful night. Children nestle into blankets, eyes growing heavy, while cats curl at their sides and small animals settle in hidden corners. Outside, the stars glimmer gently in the vast sky, reflecting softly on the calm waters of the Nile. Life in ancient Egypt flows with a steady, deliberate rhythm. Each season, each day, each task, each small interaction contributes to a world of calm, balance, and enduring peace. The soft patterns of work, trade, family life, and evening storytelling create a steady heartbeat that carries everyone gently forward. Imagine lying quietly on a mat, feeling the warmth of home, the steady pulse of the village, and the slow, patient flow of life along the river. Let this calm rhythm fill your mind and body, carrying you gently into rest,
reflection, and dreams as the village and river move softly through time. As the first light of dawn stretches softly across the Nile, imagine the village stirring slowly, wrapped in the calm rhythms of morning. The river glimmers quietly, reflecting gentle hues of gold and pale blue, while reeds sway softly in the breeze. Life begins gently, and in this quiet, the world of artisans and craftsmen awakens with its own steady, soothing pulse. Let us take a slow walk among their routines and observe how calm creativity, careful skill, and quiet community shape the fabric of daily life. Artisans start their day with deliberate attention. Imagine a potter at the riverbank, kneading soft, wet clay with slow, steady hands. Each motion is intentional: the gentle press of palms, the careful shaping of the vessel, the smooth rotation of the wheel. The process itself is calming, a meditation in movement, as raw earth slowly transforms into something both beautiful and useful. Nearby, a weaver bends over her loom, pulling threads gently and rhythmically, creating linen that will be soft to the touch, durable and pleasing to the eye. Every motion is unhurried, every gesture measured, reflecting a deep respect for the craft and the materials. Other artisans work in equally deliberate ways. A wood carver shapes small objects with soft taps of a chisel, smoothing rough edges with careful patience. A jeweler polishes beads or shapes small stones, moving slowly and deliberately, the faint shimmer of materials reflecting sunlight in soft, calming glints. Even the smallest tasks, mixing pigments for painting, stringing beads for necklaces, or arranging tools for the day, are performed with care and attention, contributing to a gentle rhythm that sustains both the artisan and the village. Imagine walking quietly among them, noticing the steady, comforting cadence of hands and tools, and sensing the quiet pride and fulfillment in every small creation. Communal gatherings also form a subtle, soothing thread in village life. Imagine neighbors meeting in shaded areas near the river to share news, advice, or small gifts. Conversation is soft and deliberate, with each person speaking slowly, listening carefully, and responding with gentle respect. Children sit nearby, learning the rhythms of social connection, absorbing lessons about patience, empathy, and cooperation. Even small communal tasks, such as carrying water or preparing shared meals, are done with careful attention, reinforcing bonds and creating a sense of calm harmony. Mealtimes are another quiet ritual, a slow pause in the rhythm of the day. Families gather together, sharing simple foods like bread, lentils, vegetables, and occasionally fish from the river. Conversation is gentle, reflective, and appreciative, as people savor not only the flavors, but also the presence of one another. Children learn the importance of gratitude, sharing, and gentle conversation, observing their elders' careful attention to manners, calm speech, and mindful eating. Each meal is an opportunity to slow down, to breathe, and to reflect on the calm beauty of ordinary life. As the day progresses, the village slowly moves toward evening. The sun begins to lower in the sky, casting long, soft shadows and warming the mud brick homes in gentle light. Lamps are prepared, fires are lit, and families begin quiet routines of personal care, arranging mats or low beds, and tending to small animals. Children play slowly, quietly, their laughter blending with the calm murmur of the river and the soft sounds of the wind through palm leaves. Even as the day ends, every action is intentional and peaceful, a natural reflection of the steady rhythms that govern life along the Nile. Evening storytelling continues this gentle cadence. Imagine families gathered together, sharing tales of gods, ancestors, village life, and small everyday lessons. The voices are soft, slow, and measured, each pause allowing time for reflection, imagination, and calm wisdom. Stories are a bridge between generations, connecting the past to the present, and helping children absorb the values, rhythms, and gentle wisdom of their culture. The flickering lamps cast dancing shadows on walls, adding a quiet visual rhythm to match the words, creating a cocoon of calm and reflective warmth.
Night settles softly over the village. The river flows steadily. The stars shimmer gently overhead, and the quiet sounds of night, rustling reeds, the distant call of a bird, the soft murmur of water, blend into a natural lullaby. Families rest together, their minds and bodies reflecting on the day's work, the calm pleasures of craft and connection, and the enduring rhythm of life in ancient Egypt. Even the smallest gestures, folding cloth, arranging tools, patting a child's head, or smoothing a cat into its resting place, add to the sense of quiet harmony and peaceful fulfillment. Life here moves slowly, deliberately, and with a soft, enduring balance. Each day, each craft, each communal gathering, and each small reflection is part of a larger rhythm, a gentle cycle that carries the village and its people steadily forward. Imagine yourself moving slowly with this rhythm, letting the calm of the river, the quiet of artisans at work, and the soft presence of family and community carry you into relaxation, reflection, and gentle rest. The village breathes, the river flows, and the night holds everything in a serene, enduring calm. As the first light of dawn spreads softly over the Nile, imagine the village waking slowly to a gentle golden glow. The river glistens quietly, carrying reflections of sky and reeds, and the faint murmur of water blends with the soft sounds of birds stirring. Life begins calmly, each movement deliberate, each breath mindful, guided by the steady rhythm of the river and the enduring cycles of the land. Today we will drift along the Nile, observing quiet journeys, gentle trade, seasonal rituals, and peaceful reflections of villagers at sunset. River travel is a quiet and vital part of life in ancient Egypt. Imagine small boats gliding gently along the water, their reeds or sails catching the soft breeze. Families, traders, and craftsmen move slowly, carrying goods, offerings, or simply traveling to neighboring villages. The motion of the boat is soothing, each gentle wave rocking it slightly, each push of the oar creating a soft rhythm. Passengers may sit quietly, observing the calm flow of the river, listening to the faint splash of water against the hull, and feeling the steady pulse of life moving beneath them. Even the smallest children learn to travel this way, absorbing the calm patience and careful attention of the adults around them. Trade journeys along the Nile are similarly deliberate. Imagine merchants carrying small bundles of grain, pottery, cloth, or fruit, moving carefully along paths near the river or on slow-moving boats. Exchanges are calm, thoughtful, and respectful, with each step considered and each gesture measured. Villagers from different settlements greet one another softly, checking the quality of goods and agreeing on fair trades. Conversation is deliberate, soft, and polite, allowing time for observation, reflection, and connection. Even the sounds of trade, soft coins exchanged, gentle laughter, and the quiet shuffle of sandals blend harmoniously with the river's natural music. Seasonal rituals guide both private and communal life. Imagine the preparations for the festival of the Nile's inundation, when villagers honor the river and the gods who bring its life-giving waters. Families prepare small offerings, place them carefully on altars, and move slowly toward the riverbank or temple. Children watch attentively, learning the importance of gratitude, patience, and mindful participation. Priests and elders perform ceremonies with measured, deliberate gestures, lighting incense and chanting in soft, soothing tones. The rhythm of each action, the deliberate spacing of words, and the gentle movements of participants create a deep sense of calm, reflection, and continuity with the natural world. As the day drifts toward evening, imagine the soft descent of the sun, casting long, warm shadows across the river and village. Families pause in small ways, watching the water, tending quiet gardens, or walking slowly along familiar paths. The air grows cooler, carrying the faint scent of earth, river reeds, and the soft warmth of baked clay. Children finish gentle tasks such as arranging small offerings, gathering reeds, or helping with evening meals, while adults reflect quietly on the day's work and blessings. The village seems to breathe as one, each person moving gently with the natural rhythm of light, water, and life. Evening reflections are slow and deliberate. Imagine sitting on a mat near a flickering lamp, the river murmuring softly nearby, and noticing the subtle colors of sunset painting the sky. Families share quiet conversation or tell soft stories of gods, ancestors, or the gentle lessons of the day. Each story unfolds deliberately, allowing time for thought, imagination, and calm absorption. Children listen attentively, feeling the soothing connection between past and present, between work and rest, and between human life and the natural world. The flickering light and the gentle sound of water create a cocoon of serenity, perfect for reflection and the slow unwinding of the mind.
As darkness settles fully, lamps glow softly in homes, fires burn low, and the river continues its steady, endless flow. Villagers complete their final routines, tidying homes, tending small animals, and preparing mats or beds for rest. Cats curl beside their owners, children nestle into blankets, and adults pause for a moment of quiet thought or soft prayer. Even the smallest gestures, performed with attention and care, contribute to the peaceful harmony of the night. The world feels gentle, steady, and safe, carried along by the calm, enduring rhythm of the Nile. Life in ancient Egypt moves with patience, mindfulness, and quiet reflection. Each day, each journey, each exchange, each seasonal ritual, and each soft moment of reflection builds a world of calm, harmony, and enduring peace. Imagine yourself drifting slowly with this rhythm, carried by the gentle flow of the river, the careful actions of the villagers, and the warm, steady presence of home. Let this calm, reflective energy settle over you, guiding you gently toward rest, relaxation, and the soft embrace of dreams, as the village and river continue their slow, timeless dance through the night. As the day gently fades into night, imagine the soft, pale glow of moonlight falling across the calm waters of the Nile. The river shimmers quietly, reflecting the stars that begin to twinkle overhead, while a gentle breeze carries the faint scent of earth, reeds, and warm clay. Life in ancient Egypt moves slowly, patiently, and with purpose, And as darkness settles, the village prepares to rest, carrying with it the calm rhythms of a day well lived. Nighttime routines are gentle and deliberate. Families finish their last small tasks, tidying mats, gathering water, arranging simple offerings, and securing small animals near their homes. Parents guide children softly through these routines, teaching them the importance of care, patience, and reflection. The youngest children often listen quietly, absorbing the slow, mindful movements of those around them, learning how to live in harmony with the rhythms of home, work, and the natural world. Every action, no matter how small, is performed with intention, reinforcing a quiet sense of balance and calm. The river at night carries a special kind of tranquility. Imagine small boats drifting slowly along the water, their gentle motions mirrored in the soft moonlight. Travelers move quietly, the occasional oar disturbing the calm surface in a gentle splash. The murmur of water against reeds and hulls blends with the distant call of night birds and the faint rustle of leaves in the soft wind. Even the smallest movements, like the ripple of a fish breaking the surface or the slow sway of a riverbank palm, contribute to the enduring rhythm of life. This quiet river life, steady and patient, offers a soothing reflection of the harmony between humans and nature. Families settle in the soft glow of lamps or the dim light of moonlit homes. Meals may be small and simple, often shared quietly in reflective conversation, savoring not only the food, but the calm presence of one another. Storytelling continues in gentle whispers. Tales of the river, the gods, the village, and ancestors unfold slowly, allowing time for imagination, reflection, and calm absorption. Each story is measured, deliberate, and comforting, teaching subtle lessons about patience, gratitude, and the quiet beauty of daily life. Children listen attentively, eyes growing heavy, lulled not only by the voice of the storyteller, but also by the soft, steady sounds of night around them. Even the smallest gestures at night carry meaning and calm. Imagine a mother smoothing a child's blanket, a father patting a cat gently, or a family member arranging small offerings by the hearth. The soft glow of lamps flickers on walls, creating dancing shadows that move slowly with the quiet of the room. Outside, the river continues its endless flow. Stars shimmer gently overhead, and the wind whispers softly through palm trees. Every detail contributes to a sense of peace, continuity, and steady reassurance that life is unfolding in balance and harmony. Reflection in these quiet hours is gentle and meditative. Imagine lying comfortably on a mat, feeling the warmth of home, the calm rhythm of the village, and the steady pulse of the river. Thoughts drift slowly, like leaves floating along the Nile. Images of work done, stories heard, small joys shared, and the enduring cycles of life. There is a deep sense of connection to family, community, and the natural world, as well as a profound appreciation for the patience, care, and harmony that guide every day. As sleep slowly takes hold, the village rests fully. The lamps dim, fires glow low, and the soft sounds of water, wind, and night creatures create a natural lullaby. The river carries the calm energy of the day into the night, and the stars above reflect a gentle, enduring light. Life in ancient Egypt, with its quiet routines, patient work, communal connections, seasonal rituals, and reflective storytelling, flows steadily, leaving a sense of calm, safety, and gentle continuity. And so, as the night grows deep and the village sleeps peacefully, imagine yourself carried softly by the steady flow of the Nile, wrapped in the gentle rhythms of daily life, the warm presence of home and family, and the quiet, enduring harmony of this ancient land. Let the calm, reflective energy of the village, the river, and the people guide you into rest, dreams, and gentle sleep. Life here is slow, deliberate, and harmonious, a comforting reminder that even in the simplest, quietest moments, there is beauty, purpose, and peace. Good night, and may the calm flow of ancient Egypt carry you gently into rest.